Hey guys, welcome back. Joe here again from ScaleFreak.com, coming to bring you kind of a one-shot video blog. Today is Monday. It is Victoria Day here in Canada. May 24 is what they would call it, even though today is only May 18th. I don't really get it. I would almost think that if we were to do a May 24 weekend, we might do it next weekend when it's actually May 24. But I don't know. I don't make up the holidays around here. I just have to deal with them. So welcome back to the video blog. Thank you guys very much. I just want to say right off the bat, please go ahead and click subscribe, like, comment below, and to share throughout your community. Kind of like to get that out of the way because that's how the channel grows, right? Topic I wanted to address today is a question I've been getting a lot over the past few years, which is basically, how do you make a YouTube channel? How do you do that, and what do you use? Basically, I do it as low buck as possible because I obviously have to spend the money on the parts and the installs and stuff like that. So plus as well, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I do this as a part of the hobby for myself. The creating and editing of the videos is actually probably the biggest part of the hobby for me, and it's the part that I love the most. I love the rigs. I got them laying around here everywhere. I got parts, I got rigs, I got trucks. I love them all, and they're a lot of fun to play with them. But, of course, when I am playing with them, I'm thinking about how I could film these angles and how I could capture this, and I love my lighting setups, and I just like to tinker around and play and try to figure out how to do it possibly bigger and better. And I take a lot of tips and cues from you guys, so thank you very much. And I also take a lot of information from the videos that you guys create, because I see a lot of people who have been watching my YouTube channels and commenting on my YouTube channels for years with your own channels, and it's absolutely a blast to watch. So keep making your videos. I'm watching them. They're fun. But so I did want to talk a little bit about the things that I'm using, just so you can see exactly kind of what it is that you need. YouTube gives you the ability to produce at a 1080 and actually in some cases a 4K level, and I don't really know that any of that's needed. I can tell you that when you start producing at 1080, the file sizes are huge. The length of time to render is huge. Uploading and processing to YouTube is huge. I've had files where I've uploaded them, they've taken 4 or 5 hours to upload, and then like 10 hours to process through YouTube, depending on what your level of quality is. I typically tend to like to produce around 720. Really, I'm watching it on my iPhone and my iPad. That seems to be kind of one of the better ways to go. Everything still looks good, still sounds good, but the file sizes are manageable. Anyway, off to start with my camera. So what I'm using for most of my filming when I'm doing my bench stuff, my bench questions, and the stuff I'm doing literally at the bench is my Canon Vixia, HFR 42. I think I paid, like, with taxes, maybe $400 for this camera. It does do 1080, which is phenomenal. It does have an external sound port, which is phenomenal. And it even has the ability, it has an onboard memory card as well as to be able to slip an extra one in there. And it came with a couple batteries, so that was a good thing. Battery level lasts a couple hours on this big bad boy here, and about half that on the smaller one. I have to charge this. I have 18 minutes left of battery. And I know that it does a couple hours of video, even at 1080, just on its onboard. So it works really good that way. I will tell you as well, it has the mounts and stuff like that, so you can put this thing onto a tripod, which is what I do with it. But I will kind of give you the heads up to let you know that it's very, very easy to break that charge port. Very, very easy to break that charge port. So kind of a bunged up thing on that one. I don't know if we can have this thing fixed. But if the cord is not exactly where it needs to be, it's dead. So I can't film with that thing too much. Another thing that I like to use for my filming, of course, is my iPhone. The iPhone, this is the 6 Plus. This thing has gone a long way in making awesome video. Also, the microphone system in this thing. You'll notice on these videos here, I do use the iPhone headphones as a microphone. This little guy here is absolutely phenomenal as a microphone. And what I actually do when I'm filming on the bench is I use this little guy for my video, and then I plug in these headphones into an app called Recorder for the iPhone, Recorder HD. It costs me money, but which is fine because this app is absolutely amazing. And you just plug your iPhone headphones into it, and the sound levels are phenomenal. And if you get the Pro version of this, you can actually do some sound editing right onto the phone, and yeah, go from there. All my editing is done on my Mac So I have my MacBook Pro, and I use just regular iMovie. I use the most updated version of iMovie. It does what I want as far as putting in pictures and transitions and extra sound and removing sound, and it actually has some normalization features, so it's a good setup. I like it a lot when it comes to that. It's very simple to use. I don't need anything complex. Just the most basic thing in the world is all I really need. Once you start getting past your basics, things can start to get a little bit difficult, and it's diminishing returns. So you've got that as well. And of course, most of the time I'm doing these video blogs, if it's sitting still, I'm using my iPad. And again, I'm hooked directly in with the cable, so it's just recording directly into the recording system. I use the front camera on this one so I can look at myself while I'm doing it to make sure I'm still within the frame, and I can comment in my head about how ugly this brown ceiling still looks. Oh, it drives me nuts. But the front camera is not as good as the back camera, so again, these video blogs do get a bit of a reduced quality when it comes to the video. But then sometimes, again, I'll use my iPhone for that. The front camera on the iPhone is a little bit better. Or even sometimes I'll use this camera where I can flip that around. Look at this, guys. Hold on. Where is it? There you are. I'm recording the iPad that's recording me. Yes, I can be really lame sometimes. So there's that as well. And it's easy enough to get it all put together. You can actually get a lot of really nice mounts and gimbals that will actually hold iPhones, so you can get a nice steady shot. And between that and between your editing software and between YouTube, you actually have the ability to steady things, and it starts to help with your sound clipping, help with your color, stuff like that. So it's a really neat system. And of course, really what it comes down to when you're doing a lot of bench stuff, you want to make sure you have a decent setup as far as your lighting. I think I've talked about these lights before. I actually did a video a long time ago in the past. It's a Cowboy Studios light kit, 4,500 watt, three point lighting kit. Each bulb, each head has 5 bulbs in it. And you can flick on and off different stages, which is kind of neat. Do the research on how to use 3-point lighting. It helps a lot. But I want to caution against the Cowboy Studio setup. It tends to not be it's not that great is the best way to say it. I will eventually upgrade all my lighting stuff just to get better stuff. These heads here, as they start to heat up, the big wires that are in them actually start to melt the body. The ceramic mounts that are in it for the bulbs to go into, I actually have one head that I completely can't use anymore. The bulbs they're great, but they're not cheap and they break very easily. And then the stands themselves, it comes with 1 really good stand and 2 really not good stands. So, I don't know. Build yourself your own separate light up. I know some people actually just used to use flash hoods with a constant light just to diffuse the light. Whatever. I'm not the lighting expert. Go online and check to see what you're going to do for lighting. You know what? About the hobby itself, the video part is probably the biggest part of the hobby for me. Today itself, I've been in a massive funk today ever since the moment that I woke up, and I don't know why. I just didn't sleep the greatest last night. But coming out, the idea of coming out here and being able to do these videos has actually really got me in a much better mood. So I actually really enjoy the video part of the hobby. I love doing these videos. I love making these things. And I love answering people's questions about things like that. So actually, to that point, what I want to mention is one thing that I've kind of taken up as a bit of an extra fun thing for me lately is video responses to people's questions. So people have been emailing me at joe@scalefreak.com with questions about maybe something I've installed in the past or my opinion on a part, things like that. And what I'm doing, because sometimes it's quicker just for me to fire up my iPhone and just do a quick excuse me, because of the hiccups, a quick video back. I've been doing that. So if you're looking for a personalized video of something that you want an answer to, something I've done in the past, just fire me a question at joe@scalefreak.com, and I'll get a quick answer for you. I'm trying to think of what else. I just had something else pop in my brain. Whatever. I'm going to do a bunch of videos today. I've already got it lined up over there to do the locked up RC spool for, I'm going to put it on Project JK. I also have an entire box right over here of parts for Project JK, stuff that I'm going to keep installing, keep going, keep building. And I'm just looking for one little part to put it all together. I just got to get it, and then that's going to done. And then a lot of people have been asking questions about the Viewer's Choice rig. It's still here. It's still going to get done. Still going to put together. I just have to do the servo, which seems like it's the easiest thing in the world. I just have to get around to doing the video, which maybe I'll even do today. I'm not going to drag this on. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I really, 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 really encourage you to start your own YouTube channels. Even if you're just doing some pretty basic videos of you driving over some rocks, I still want to see them. And I really, really, really encourage it to get done. Oh, you know what? Let's do a giveaway. I'm wearing a shirt. See that shirt? First person who emails me at joe@scalefreak.com and tells me what that reference is from, I'm going to mail you some stickers. So, anywhere in the world. So, there it is again. First person who can tell me what that is, what reference this is, you get a little sticker pack. So, that's it, guys. Click on like, click on subscribe, share, and comment below. Have a great day.